Kiyoshi, no!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And that's exactly what I'm here for, buddy. And after I've explained how they ended up in prison school, I'm going to talk about some of the wildest moments in this anime. Disclaimer. Do not take me serious on this Eurasian, please, because your IQ will be lowered by half by the end of the video. You have been warned. I repeat, you have been warned. Alright, so we got the slightly less freaky nigga and his 4 best friends who graduated with top scores from Diddy's Flavor Camp. Cause the way these boys were wilding throughout the show had me scratching my head. And every time I seen this baddie right here, I was scratching my other head, you feel me? These niggas were the definition of sending their hers to the ER with their appearance alone, including their own mothers. Cause there ain't no way a mother could love such an abomination of a creature. You know, I love kids and all, no Epstein. But if I was his mother and I seen this creature pop out my coochie, I would have gave him the eye treatment and kicked the baby back to the laboratory that it was created in. I mean, look at the size of those earlobes. Damn! You can literally flop them things and fly out of that prison. But I guess a beating by an overly busted bodacious body wouldn't hurt. For him at least, cause bro literally gets off to that. So much to the point that he will literally turn into an abnormal titan if he's been deprived of the belt long enough. Anyways, these 5 best friends are newly enrolled onto a former all-girls school, where Kiyoshi's subhuman friends cook up a devious plan that doesn't include trying to put up Will Chamberlain numbers with their hers. And I'm not sure why, cause these guys don't even have to compete with no one but yourselves, let alone a nonchalant dreadhead. If I were you guys, I would have called the Magic Johnson and the usher within the first hour of stepping into the building. But instead, they end up convincing Kiyoshi to catch a charge with them by attempting to record Chiyo's class taking a hot bath. Chiyo being the girl that Kiyoshi has a crush on. Eventually, they end up getting caught by the underground student council made up of Hana, Meiko, and Mari. As a result, receiving the ultimatum of getting sent to prison school for 1 month as punishment, or getting expelled, which would mean that their families would know about their crimes. They chose the school's prison, where they would get hit with WWE finishes and treated like a speck of dirt. But you know what's wild about all of this? These freaky ass niggas, except Kiyoshi, enjoy getting treated that way. Slightly less freaky nigga, thinking that he was doing Dumbo a favor, stopped overly busty bodacious baddie from making him lick her boots. This coming after she hucked toward onto his face and him licking it. But to Kiyoshi's surprise, his depraved friends start tweaking out, calling him an L-Mans for it, and Asman freaking Gold questions his sexuality over it.
Really, nigga? This is 4K!
My nigga, what could you possibly get out of licking someone's boots other than a bowler? Then again, you're Asman freaking Gold, the walking stink bomb that sucks the life out of everything in his path and could kill a goddamn elephant with his stench. So you're probably immune to that shit anyway. Now without further ado, let's talk about some of these characters and their wild ass moments. Starting off with the most one-sided rivalry in this show, Kiyoshi versus Hana. So, when the boys started their sentence, Meiko was the one who was initially put in charge to make their lives a living hell. However, her beyond scare straight tactics only seemed to backfire. And I ain't gonna lie, I low-key see where they're coming from, cause I wouldn't mind a sting face by an overly busted bodacious baddie either. Cause I'm trying to see what that being like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, once female Itachi figured out that her plans had backfired, it was time to sub in Hana, an innocent, overly dressed girl who the boys aren't as much of a fan of due to her lack of jiggle physics. Oh, did I say innocent? This girl is a psycho. I'ma call her Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch, the way she be flipping that switch and opening a can of whoop ass. Anyways, her beef with Kiyoshi really started over him accidentally catching her take a piss, which made me think, damn, if she's willing to go Chun-Li mode, making Asman freaking Gold look like that one Martin meme over something as trivial as them not being able to find enough 4-leaf clovers, then surely she's gonna give Kiyoshi front row tickets to a Michael Jackson concert. But by the power of the Lord, my boy got off the hook, cause her naive brain concluded that watching him piss would be a better punishment than sending him to the Shadow Realm. But what she didn't know was that unlike his friends who are Flavor Camp alumni, Kiyoshi was R. Kelly's finest pupil. As a result, getting hit with that AWS Horrible Prison Bro combo attack. Free R. Kelly, nigga. And just like that, Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch catches another L. Feeling humiliated for the second time, Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch goes out for a second attempt at a get back. This time, in addition to watching Kiyoshi piss, She attempts to go Dubai style on his cheeks. But as soon as she's about to give him a golden shower, Chiyo enters the room to check on Kiyoshi, who got shish kebab in a booty hole earlier on. Kiyoshi and Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch immediately hide under the bed, laying face to face, wearing nothing below the waist. So you know what that means. You got a motherfucking boner. Kiyoshi's favorite rapper must be Ice Cube, cause he said, my dick runs deep, so deep, put her ass to... The meat was so good, pause, that he gave a short-term memory loss about the events that occurred after they decided to hide under the bed. And it wasn't until a mushroom reminded her about the events that occurred, causing her to go berserk and wanted to receive a get back once again. Now, at this point, you must think she might end up cutting his meat off. But brother, this psycho must have a piss fetish, cause she's still insistent on watching him release some of the apple juice colored fluids. And when slightly less freaky nigga decides to comply with the orders, with no hesitations by the way, he confirms his hypothesis that she is indeed a Hall of Fame fumbler. This is the equivalent of talking your shit in the DMs, saying how you're gonna eat that booty like it's groceries, just for you to end up giving her an awkward kiss on her head. However, she psychs us all, as Kiyoshi's psychological warfare seemed to be futile, resulting in a Mexican standoff with both parties ready to empty their bladder at any moment. Dare I say that this is the most butt-clenching moment in all of anime. Yes, even more tense than when Madara ragdolled the Shinobi Alliance. Before I let you know how this unveils, my sponsor would like a quick word with you guys. Now you know damn well I'm too much of a small frat for that. So can a nigga please borrow a subscription? My roof is about to fall on me, man. Help a brother out before I do a Rick Ross and hit the Swanton bomb off a bridge. Anyways, back to the video. Due to Kiyoshi getting a peek of it, meow meow, he got bricked and could not take a piss. And at that very moment, it seemed as if Kiyoshi not being able to take a leak was Hana's 13th reason. But she sacks us all again. Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch, in a moment of genius, devised a master plan to take his first kiss away from him, which she assumed he had saved for his crush. Congratulations, you played yourself. You have made every single one of this teenage boy's dreams come true in every single attempt to get your revenge on him. But little did she know that Kiyoshi is half French and half Pikachu, and this time knocked her out with his tongue. I mean, he's a better man than me cause I wouldn't be able to contain my happiness. I would have hit a victory emote right then and there. And this concludes the most one-sided rivalry with a generational sweep. Kiyoshi catching 4 straight dubs and Killer Kung Fu Wolf bitch leaving with 4 straight L's. Now there's a lot more wild characters and moments in this show, such as the chairman, who is an even bigger gooner than Kanye West himself. I mean, bro still reads the magazines like it's the 1500s, single-handedly keeping these companies alive. Shit is
Tragic.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Mr. Roman. The crazy thing is, bro knows he can get free content from the internet. Am I missing out, or is bro just one of those unks who can't let go of the past? Face it, unk, LeBron is better than MJ. I don't know what the hell that has to do with this, but I just felt the need to throw that in there. But let's not forget the infamous moment where this man asked these freakazoids a question of the ages. A question which would let us look into each other's hearts as men, and would also be the deciding factor on whether they end up expelled. The question at hand being, ass or titties? Now I personally believe this question to be a very good indicator of whether one is a man or still a mere child. Cause the very moment I hear you utter the words titties, I just know you cannot be trusted with anything. You can't be trusted to clean up after yourself, to tie your own shoelaces, or even to chew your own feet. Cause you're a childish ass nigga. Seriously, if I was your employer, I would have fired you childish ass and kicked you out of the building myself. Now if you thought I wasn't going to mention this basement dwelling AIDS patient, you're dead wrong, buddy. Even though bro's a walking skeleton, don't let it distract you from the fact that he has a severe case of the tism and has a spiritual King Von trapped inside of him. I mean, bro was really about to catch a body over some ants, United Kingdom style. And it wasn't until Kiyoshi jumped in the way and got shish kebab in a booty hole, saving his ass from a real prison, where his menace would have been fighting Fleece Johnson and Mark Henry for his booty. Look at that feral ass expression on his face. I wouldn't be surprised if a woman picked a bear over this monster, cause that man is looking more vicious than old Nan Randy Orton. Then Mike Tyson after prison. than Diddy every year that he's been alive. I could ramble on forever about all the shenanigans in this anime, but this video will be too long for my liking, so let me know in the comments if you were fucking with this, and I might end up making another video at some point.